There's this moment right before you make a choice. You feel it in your chest, that tiny pull between safe and unknown. Most people ignore it. They call it instinct or logic or being responsible. But I've learned that feeling is actually a compass. It points to everything new that could happen if you're willing to take the risk. The funny thing is, I didn't learn that from a book or a lecture. I learned it from a game. In Minecraft, the world only exists as far as you explore it. If you stay in one place too long, the edges of your map stay blank, silent, infinite, and unknown. When I first realized that, it hit me harder than it should have. Because isn't that exactly how life works? Your comfort zone is just the part of your world you've already loaded. Everything beyond it, that's where the risk is. That's also where everything new begins. I remember one night, I was building the perfect house in game. Fully stocked, completely safe. But after a while it felt hollow, like I'd built a cage and called it home. So I packed up, grabbed a few tools, and walked into the fog, with no map, no plan, no idea what I'd find. And it was terrifying. But every time the world loaded, every mountain that appeared in the distance, it felt like the game was whispering, "See, this is what you were missing." It's strange. The human brain works the same way. When you take a risk, when you step into uncertainty, your brain releases dopamine, not as a reward for success, but as fuel for exploration. That's why we grow when things are uncertain. Our neurons are literally mapping the unknown. Playing it safe feels good short-term, but it quietly shrinks your world. You stop growing. You stop discovering. You stop loading new terrain. So today, do one thing that feels a little uncertain. Take one step into the fog. You don't need to know where it leads. Just start walking. Since that night, I've started chasing that feeling. The one that says you might lose something, but you might gain more. And every time I do, life opens up again. New people, new places. New sides of myself I didn't know were there. And yeah, sometimes I fail. Sometimes the world loads in, and it's darker and harder than I expected. But even then, at least I'm still moving. At least my map keeps growing. Because the truth is, safety is just another word for standing still. So, keep walking. Let the world load. And see how far you can really go.